No.
Yeah, there you go, Nikki. Congrats, bro.
You're such a liar.
Yeah.
Congrats, brother.
I'm too excited.
God damn, dude.
I love you, baby.
You're crazy. Oh my god.
Breaking him down.
Holy shit.
I only came here for this.
Why a cheap looking watch like it from Mille is so expensive?
Before we do that, I have to ask you one more question. One that I think a lot of people are going to be interested to see. It says, does Richard Mille really cost a Lamborghini?
I appreciate it if you coming through, you know what I'm saying?
TPT. My wear for the break.
What's up guys, welcome to this week's video. As always, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Last week we did a little giveaway to someone who commented Baba Watson in the comment section. So we'll pop the winner up here. Always make sure to watch till the end, as we will keep doing this in the future. Now let's get into this week's video where we play around with ChatGPT.
What up, baby? Long time, man. Long time, bro.
How's it going? I'm Nick, Brian's little brother.
Good to see you.
Hi, how are you?
You ready for the...
I call Sean ultrasound sometimes.
Yeah. So, Dad, come.
Let me, it's right here. Okay. We'll bring them to the table right here.
Okay.
Right here, so you're not master
Alright.
for...
Yeah. So, Dad, do you wanna?
Here, Nikki, sit here.
Why?
You know that we all of us sit together.
Well, yeah. Why don't you pop it over, Dad? There you go.
I haven't bought these in a while, so.
No.
Yeah, there you go, Nikki. Congrats, bro.
You're such a liar.
Yeah.
Congrats, brother.
I'm too excited.
God damn, dude.
I love you, baby.
You're crazy. Oh my god.
Breaking him down.
Holy shit.
I only came here for this.
That's so sick.
He had no idea. He had no idea. Appreciate it, bro. Yeah, bro. That's what I've been working on.
My hand's shaking.
You have to try it on.
Yeah, no, I didn't get it out.
Yeah, let Yash take care of you.
Holy shit, I knew it.
He's like, cause I would sketch out and like talk to Dad quietly, and he's like,
Yeah, he's like,
what are you doing, bro? Why are you talking to Dad? And I'm like, no, don't worry, I'm talking to Neil. We're working on some deals. We're trying to do some like low key stuff, you know.
If it fits, if not, we'll add some links, take some off.
for sure.
Yeah, he's a major Jets fan too, so mint that
You're amazing.
help him out.
It's the best dial on that watch for sure, hands down.
Let me see.
See, I like mine a little bit loose, but you know.
That's a
I'm
good
not-
fit.
I think I like it like-
Your wrist will expand.
I like it snug.
Is that a good?
I think so. Dude,
You take
I
off the
think
laces.
so won't work. Tell me.
you tell me. I think it...
Probably one link, maybe, but I don't know. You gotta figure out what works.
Yeah, I think it looks good.
You had no idea, bro?
No clue. Like I would always see him like whispering to my dad like a bunch of times, but he's
Yeah.
like, nah, Dad's getting this, Dad's getting this.
Keep it low key.
So I was like, all right, I'll just ride. I want to see all the watches. I don't care.
You deserve it, bro. You've been working fucking hard, man.
You guys were able to get this in a short time ago, right?
Yeah. We're very, very fast on like sourcing pieces if you don't have any stock.
Yeah, I was trying to.
Especially for Brian to work extra.
You shut up.
That's the first one that I think too.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this one
Ooh,
for
I
you.
like this.
Because this is a difference of 6 carats versus 8 carats. It's 2 carats
So we have
difference.
the Roman face, the
This is
same
really
exact
much
one. That's the
nicer
blue
for
stick.
your
This
money.
is the Roman
This
numeral.
goes a lot more for your money.
Oh,
than
you
this.
see.
Yeah, the Roman numerals.
I love the blue though. Blue.
I love the
Blue,
blue
both
one, boom.
blues are good, right?
Hilarious.
Alright,
yeah.
let's.
My boss.
I rock it.
Fresh. I like their blue though.
The is super good.
Giants Jets right here.
Alright, wait, I gotta write that down. You like the surprise or what?
Hell yeah, bro. What the?
The mint dial. And pops. You scoop up. There you go. Shout out the gang. Good looks. TPT. Boys.
Congratulations as well.
Thank you, Dad. Mom.
Congratulations.
See you, my Nikki.
Thank you.
Laddu.
So where are you?
Dude,
What?
I hope you still have that AP, bro.
I do. It's not going anywhere.
Bro.
He's gonna double up.
So my boy Stanley came through. I was excited. He was getting his first AP. It was the new 50th anniversary. Completely misquoted. Sold him a watch at a loss, and now he's gonna double up. Don't forget who sold that to you.
Alright guys, so we just had our boy in here, Adam. He's been to the car wrap shop. He's met me and Brickle. He's been on his IG a couple times, but he's the man. Just finished up a podcast, so check it out. When it's out, I'll drop the link on my IG.
We did a good 45-minute podcast with Neil. We went in depth from beginning to end about how this business even started. And it's a really great story, really cool story. It'll be released soon, and stay tuned, guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop his, let's drop his channel link right here.
It's gonna be, okay, we'll pop it up right there.
Nice.
All right. What was the first watch you've ever sold? How did you even acquire your first watch?
We ran TimePieceTrading out of my 1,800 square foot apartment. Sean and I would work there full time, and I bought a safe off Amazon for $300. I'd have $500,000 in there. You know how package rooms work in apartment buildings? Like, I'd have hundreds of thousands of dollars shipped in every week, and we'd pray that the package guy wouldn't steal them, or no one knew what was going on. Even if you have to lose money on one deal, like, honoring your word is so much more important, because that's what's gonna make all the deals flow smooth for the rest of your career,
Have you ever bought a fake watch or gotten scammed by someone?
We have received a fake watch here, but we didn't pay for it. We told the customer that when we received it, it was not authentic, unfortunately. We don't say, hey, you tried to sell us a fake watch, because you never know. The customer may have bought it thinking it was original and gotten scammed by someone. We just say, hey, sorry, it's not authentic. If you want, we can ship it back, or whatever they want to do with it, we do.
Have you ever bought a watch off someone out in public before, or just
All the time. All the time.
Really?
And so many times I've been given the watch at the club, and I'm like, bro, I don't want it now. Like, I don't want to go home with 2 watches. Like, give it to me in the office. But people trust me then and there. They know they're going to get paid on Monday. If it's a weekend we meet, and it's phenomenal.
So I'm sure you guys have seen ChatGPT. OpenAI made this new software that a lot of people have been using. Helps them write articles. Kids are using it to write essays at school. People are using it to write, even maybe TimePieceTrading's mission statement might have been aided by the ChatGPT system and software. So I wanted to ask it a few questions. Wanted to get your guys' responses, see what you think about it overall. Jumping right into it, the first question that I'm going to be asked is, why is it important to own a luxury watch? Let's see what it says. Might say it's not important to own it, but let's see. So it says, owning a luxury watch is important because it can be a symbol of status and success. It is also a way to show appreciation for craftsmanship and quality. For some, it's a form of self-expression, and for others, it's a lasting investment. A luxury watch can be meaningful and a timeless piece of jewelry that can be passed down for generations. What do you guys think?
Fantastic.
This to me, it sounds like it was pulled from Patek Philippe's website though. This last part I'm pretty sure is Patek's motto. A luxury watch can be a meaningful and timeless piece of jewelry that can be passed down for generations.
How does that work though? It just pulls information from Google, or?
So essentially, my understanding of it is that it's learning over time as people ask it more questions, and it gives more responses and that information that's input, but it's pulling information from essentially the entire surface web.
But from what I heard, you can only pull from 2018 or before, or 2020 or before. There's a year limit. It doesn't pull from yesterday's news, for example.
Yeah, of course. Because
so you're saying 2020 and before, 2018,
There's
1920?
a year limit from when they can pull information AI.
That's pretty interesting.
Not so recent.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I'm surprised that it can't, because it should be able to pull recently because it's on the surface web, but this is also just the beta. Overall, happy with the question. Think it's a pretty good response. Nothing you guys would add there. All right, let's move on to some fun ones then. So next one is Richard Mille a good watch brand? Richard Mille is considered to be one of the best watch brands in the world. Its luxurious and innovative designs are sought after by many collectors and connoisseurs. The brand is renowned for its use of high-end materials, intricate and sophisticated craftsmanship, and technological features. Richard Mille watches are some of the most sought-after timepieces in the world. Thoughts?
You should ask something about reliability.
Reliability?
Yeah. Our
Richard Mille watches reliable.
Yeah.
Yes, Richard Mille watches are reliable and highly accurate. All of their timepieces are designed with the highest level of attention to detail and quality craftsmanship. Their watches are tested for accuracy, reliability, and in extreme conditions, making them some of the most reliable and durable timepieces on the market.
Okay, one question that I get asked from clients sometimes is, for example, why a cheap looking watch like Richard Mille is so expensive?
So I will answer that myself because that's a very speculative question, right? So define what is cheap looking. Like what about it makes it look cheap?
Yeah, a lot of people say like, oh, it looks like a plastic watch, and why would I spend $200,000 on it?
Well, you should know the answer.
I know, but like, I want to see what ChatGPT says.
Okay, let's see what they say. Do Richard Mille watches look cheap? No. Richard Mille watches do not look cheap. The brand is renowned for its luxurious and sophisticated designs and use of only high quality materials. Richard Mille watches are designed to be timeless, and the craftsmanship and attention to detail make them stand out to the crowd. So, of course, Gianluca, I'm sure, gets asked this probably 20 times a day on Instagram through all of our DMs and from customers and stuff like that. My answer to anyone that says Richard Mille watches look cheap is, why are you putting carbon fiber on your car? Or why are you using marble in your bathroom? Or why are you, have carbon fiber, yacht hulls on a racing boat? People that say the watches are plastic and they're cheap, like, you can't say that and then have carbon fiber on your car, marble in your bathroom, because the look of something, right, doesn't necessarily mean it's expensive or cheap. And to give you an example of that, let's say a Louis Vuitton t-shirt, right? Does a Louis Vuitton t-shirt look cheap? Why does it look cheap?
Because it says Louis Vuitton all over.
Because of the brand, not the materials. So if people are gonna go based off of the materials, I don't necessarily know that carbon fiber production is drastically cheaper than gold, let's say, or titanium or stainless steel. I think they're definitely all expensive and difficult to work with. Overall, I don't think that the watch looks cheap. I think it looks different. And just because something looks different doesn't mean that it looks cheap. That's my personal opinion on it. I think that's like, for instance, why does a Honda Civic look cheap? Because people put that idea in your head, right? Why does a Patek Philippe look expensive compared to...
If you compare Gucci and Louis Vuitton, like Louis Vuitton, Gucci looks cheaper. Because of the brand name, right?
Not
Louis
because of the
Vuitton,
shirts.
exactly. Even if the same shirt, if it says Louis Vuitton print on it versus Gucci, you're gonna say Gucci is a cheaper one.
I also think that 100%. Richard Mille's like material, or like intrinsic on like their R&D. I think their R&D is so expensive, so that also adds to the price of the watch as well.
100%. I mean, if someone wants to go out, I'll give you a better example. Someone that just made their own watch brand and found out how expensive watches really are to make. And someone, to be honest with you, who didn't make an expensive watch and used lower end materials is going to be David Portnoy, right? Like he made his own watch brand. Everyone's beating him up about the price, but if you break down the cost of the watch and look at the cost of the watch, it's cheap, right? So it's actually broken down. No one's ever broken down an RM into R&D and seen how much it actually costs to produce something like that. I've heard, and it's a rumor, I don't know if it's 100% sure, I heard that RM spent around $15 million on a sapphire cutting machine alone, just to cut sapphire. So think about that. You spend $15 million on one machine, you're gonna have to sell your watches for a significant amount of money.
What if you ask it, like, how much does it cost to make a
How much does
watch?
a sapphire cutting machine cost?
Or the cost of original.
The cost of a sapphire cutting machine can vary depending on the model and its features. Generally, a basic model will cost around $10,000 to $15,000, where a more advanced model can cost up to $30,000 or more. The cost of the machine also depends on the size of the sapphires it can cut and the type of cuts it can make. So, not sure.
It just told you.
Pretty vague answer.
Pretty vague answer. So, like I said, everything comes down to R&D. Who knows what type of sapphire crystal this is going to be cutting? Who knows if RM really spent $15 million on a sapphire cutting machine? It's a rumor. I would actually like to see if that's true or not. I would love to hear if Richard Mille can answer that himself. But moving along, pretty good start. Next one is a fun one. I think our friend Nico is going to like this one. Should you buy a Hublot watch? All right, so the answer to this isn't that great. That's one little downside of ChatGPT for now, is that asking questions like this can be kind of like speculative. as to, it says like, it pretty much says, whether you should buy a Hublot watch is a personal decision. Hublot is a luxury Swiss brand that is renowned for its craftsmanship and innovation. So kind of leaves it, open to, if you want to buy it or not as a person. But let's see if it says, is Hublot a great watch brand? See what it says.
To see the difference.
Yes, Hublot is an excellent watch brand. So you guys can see there's a pretty, generic theme of ChatGPT kind of going along with, generic answers to some degree. But let's dig a little bit deeper into it and see what.
Ask them, are Hublot's a good investment?
Oh, that's a great question. Are Hublot watches a great investment? Yes, Hublot watches can be a great investment. As a luxury Swiss watch brand, they're renowned for their quality craftsmanship and innovative designs. Pretty much the same answer again. It's saying that they're also great family heirloom quality timepieces. What do you think about it though? What do you think? Do you think, would you buy a Hublot and leave it for a family heirloom? Or would you look for another watch brand?
I don't know if I need Hublot.
Have you seen a Hublot that you're like, damn, I really like that one, I actually want it? Because I have. I've seen some that I'm actually like, wow, that's pretty cool.
I've seen some that were pretty cool, but I don't think I've ever heard of any story that anyone's ever passed the Hublot down from generation to generation.
What?
I don't know, I've never heard of that.
My uncle gave us a Hublot, actually.
I do remember that.
Yeah.
That is true. But to the back Philip, that is the only story I have heard.
Yeah.
How much do you need to make a year in order to afford a Rolex? This is a question that a lot of people ask. They come in, they say, hey, I have 30 grand, 40 grand, 50 grand, I have 5 grand, 2 grand, whatever it is to buy a watch. Let's see what chat has to say. So a little bit of a generic answer. It says the cost of a Rolex watch can vary depending on the model and its features. Generally, an entry-level watch can cost between $5,000 and $10,000, while more luxurious models can cost up to $50,000 or more. As such, to afford a Rolex watch, you need to make at least $50,000 a year. So that's pretty cool to see that it actually broke it down based on the lowest price of a watch and 10% of what they're estimating income to be. But yeah, it says you need to make at least $50,000 a year to buy a Rolex. What do you guys think about that? Do you think that making $50,000 means you should go out and buy a sub or a Batman or even a president and risk it all? Or what do you guys think about that?
You gotta risk it for the biscuit.
Gotta risk it for the biscuit? Just go buy the president with your whole $50,000 before tax?
No, definitely not.
Definitely not?
Put the $50,000 to work. Buy the Rolex with the interest that you make off the $50,000.
Okay, that's a pretty good answer. All right, so pretty good there. Let's see.
What if you say like, I'm in Miami right now, I want to buy a luxury watch, where can I go?
I want to buy a luxury watch, where should I go? This one might break your guys' heart. If you were in Miami and looking to buy a luxury watch, there are a number of excellent places that you could consider. The Ball Harbor Shops is home to several high-end watch boutiques, including Breitling, Patek Philippe, Omega, and Tag Heuer. The Miami Design District also has a selection of luxury watch stores, including Hublot, Mille, Cartier, and Rolex.
Can we give it recommendations?
We can give it recommendations, but some of this is incorrect though, because I don't think there's no RM store in Design District. There's Rolex, there's Cartier, Hublot is there.
There's
IWC, Vacheron,
even Brickell.
But it says Miami Design District.
It's crazy that it gave you Bal Harbor. That's like a pretty good answer.
Well, let's see.
Bal Harbor is a great place to go shopping.
Let's edit the question. I'm gonna say, I'm in Miami right now. I want to buy a luxury watch from a gray market dealer. Where should I go? Oh, here we go. If you were in Miami looking to buy a luxury watch from a gray market dealer, there are a few places you should consider. The most popular gray market dealers in the city are located in the Miami Design District, which is home to several stores that specialize in pre-owned luxury watches. You can also find gray market dealers in the downtown area, as well as Brickell and Wynwood. So, not very specific, it doesn't mention anyone.
You should ask what are the names of some. Well, what are the names?
Alright, let's try.
What are some names of great market?
I buy a watch from TimePieceTrading in Miami, Florida. Oh, wait, it actually wrote something. It says, TimePieceTrading is a reputable watch dealer in Miami, Florida. They are known for their selection of high-end luxury watches and offer a range of services including repairs, appraisals, and watch customization. They also provide a 14-day return policy and a 1-year warranty on all of their watches, making them a reliable and trustworthy dealer. All right, so shout out ChatGPT for the timepiece trading shout out. We had to dig a little bit, but I think it's a pretty good answer overall. Would you guys add anything to that? Or are you impressed or surprised by the answer?
Impressed for sure.
What if you were like, help, Rolex won't sell me this watch that is like I've been dreaming of.
It's gonna be the same as before.
How am I able to get them to sell me this watch?
I want to buy a Rolex, but Rolex won't sell me a watch. Wow, it actually gave like a completely incorrect answer. It says, unfortunately, Rolex does not sell watches directly to consumers. Oh wait, here we go. The second part is correct. Rolex watches can only be purchased from authorized dealers that have been approved by Rolex. These dealers are carefully selected and must meet a certain set of standards in order to be approved. So, generic answer, but pretty good, honestly. I'm a little bit surprised by like how the chat is able to interact with you and give answers to specific stuff, vague about other stuff, but it always tends to get pretty good answers. So here's a pretty fun one as well. That a lot of people ask us on our Instagram, on our YouTube. It says, how do I get started selling watches? So it says, if you are interested in selling watches, the first step is to learn about the different watch brands and styles. You should also familiarize yourself with the watch market and pricing of each brand. Once you have gained some knowledge, you should find a reliable supplier and begin to build your inventory. Once you have your inventory, you can start selling through online marketplaces or your own website. So if you guys were to go out and start everything all over again, would you follow these directions? Would you let ChatGPT build you a business model? Do you think they can build a business model?
I think so.
Can you build me a watch reselling business model?
It's definitely gonna go after like books that explain how to build a business model, so technically, theoretically, is correct, and I'll follow it. Yeah.
You'd actually try to use it and see what it can do.
Yeah. If I had to start from zero,
That's pretty bold, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
if I had to start from zero, that's something, because you don't have to pay for someone to tell you how to do it. You start with some points and you see if it makes sense, if you can do it, and I'll start. It's a ground zero to start with.
Okay, so that actually just gave me a good idea. Guys, for our next video, 2 questions. One, do you want to see if we're able to use ChatGPT to sell a watch to a customer? Meaning that they ask us a question, we take the response from here, copy and paste, see what the customer thinks. Or secondly, would you want to see us allow for ChatGPT to give us a video idea for our next YouTube video? What do you guys think we should do? Which one should we pick? Write down below which one you guys think is best. Like I said, make a video or interact with a customer and actually follow through to sell them a watch using just the chat responses. Let me know what you guys think down below. But before we do that, I have to ask you one more question. One that I think a lot of people are going to be interested to see. It says, does Richard Mille really cost a Lamborghini?
Richard Mille costs a Lambo.
See if Meek Mill was right. It says, Richard Mille watches do not cost the same as a Lamborghini. While some of the most exclusive Richard Mille watches can cost up to $1.2 million, the average price of a Lamborghini is around $200,000. Therefore, Richard Mille watches are significantly more expensive than a Lamborghini.
That's wild, bro.
Richard Mille costs a Bugatti.
Thank you guys for tuning into this week's video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next week. Stay tuned.